Hey, Whippersnappers, it's Tortimer the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Gray version Season 4. This week we are going for badge number 5, rounding out the RU tier in the Ice Gym. And kicking us off this week is Gym Trainer Pocket Flygon, Calros the Orthworm up against Finland the Tatsugiri, who's going to take down the Orthworm there. Ahsoka then going to come in and go down to a Surf as well. And then Boot, my Hisuian Typhlosion for Pokemon Legends Arceus, comes in, finishes off the Tatsugiri, switches out in the face of an Abomasnow for some reason. Oh, I was locked into Shadow Ball. That's why I did that. Mecha Raptor then comes in and starts setting up a little bit there, gets the Iron Head off, but then going to go down to a low kick from the Weavile. Apollo then switches in, the Drain Punch super resisted by the Braviary there, and Apollo just dies because, yeah, of course he does. Boot then switches in and throws up the Eruption. Boot's my last Pokemon, so locking myself into whatever I think will be most useful. Terra, of course, ruining my day as it tends to do, and Boot goes down. So, pretty decisive victory there. 4-0, goodness. Pretty decisive victory there from Gym Trainer Pocket Flygon. Greatly appreciate your participation this week, Flygon. Let's jump into the next battle, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, here we are up against Gym Trainer Update, and Update taunts Calros, so Calros switching on out. Mecha going to come in while Update just gets all the hazards set up, and going to take down the Frostlass there. So only 2 layers of spikes, and then Mecha going to get switched out. Ibarola? I honestly have never tried to say that name before. It's the artist that painted the forest that Grafii is based on? Anyway, Ahsoka's dead. Boot then switches in, and Boot, again, we get the Ground-type Terra, which is just so obnoxious. Boot going to survive it somehow. Ibarola going to die, and then Calros switches in. Calros has Earth Eater, which I think last week was the one where I, maybe it was up against Scat. I don't know. I had one battle where, Earth Eater could have really saved me, and I didn't realize it till, Calros was my last Pokemon. Never actually used one of these Pokemon in game. I really didn't know what its ability... Anyway, Earth Eater doing good work there, getting in Abomasnow's way. The Blizzard landing, Calros going to take that, eats its Citrus Berry, finishes off the Abomasnow there. At which point, then, the Weavile comes in and Brick breaks Calros. Great defenses on Calros. Going to be able to withstand that. Take down the Weavile there. The Frostmoth comes in and starts Quiver Dancing. The Iron Head doing pretty good damage. The Ice Beam going to finish Calros off, though. At which point, then, Boot comes in and dies to entry hazards. Apollo comes in and survives an Ice Beam. Gets a Rage Fist off. Not enough, though. The Frostmoth going to survive that and take down Apollo. Leaving just Mecha Raptor there. And Mecha Raptor going to take a hard Ice Beam. Survive it. Finish off the Frostmoth, leaving us 1v1 against the Hisuian Avalugg, but unfortunately we are just not able to do enough to that behemoth, and down goes Mecha Reptar. So thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Trainer Update. I greatly appreciate it. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Why do they not have game models for Hisuian Pokemon? I guess PLA wouldn't have been... No, I don't know. Why is there a sprite for Hisuian Avalugg? I don't know. I like it. It's a good-looking sprite. But anyway, let's move on. That's a tangent. Thank you so much again, Update, for participating. Let's move on to the next battle, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty, guys. Here we are up against Gym Trainer Codeman, leading off with the Cold Steel, the Berserker there. Ibarola forces the Berserker out, and then Buddy comes in, do the parting shot to lower its stats here a little bit, but Boot still dies immediately. Critical hit, Earthquake. We'll do that on a Fire type. Calros then going to switch out. Ibarola comes back in. I lock the Tortoise into Encore there. So just boosting its stats a ton. Hopefully that works out for you, Tortimer. Mecha Reptar gets a decent hit on it, but not enough. And then the Encore ends, and so I've just set Codeman up for him. That was smart. That was a good play, Tortimer. Ahsoka comes in, goes down immediately because of course I made Tauros get to 3 times its stats. Apollo comes in and dies immediately. Ibarola gonna parting shot here, lower its attack slightly, but that's not really very good. The Earth Eater helping there. Raging Bull is survived at least once. Calros able to come in with the body press, but again, it's a fighting type, so it's not really gonna do much. Oh man, look how bad that is. Yeah, Calros is dead. And then Ibarola gets to come in and die. So, good work, Tortimer. I just defeated myself there. Not that Codeman wouldn't have continued to set up potentially, but yeah, that was just a bad battle. Thank you so much for participating this week, Codeman. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, 5-0. You didn't lose a single Pokemon there. That was really bad. Oh man, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done some of these battles. That I forgot about that one. Goodness. All right, thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Trainer Codeman. I greatly appreciate it. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Please. Oof. Alrighty, guys, here we go up against Gym Trainer Scad, and Scad leads off with Tannenbaum, switches out, brings in Brienne. Ibarola gets the knockoff off. Which, what did they, Eviolite, oh yeah, Eviolite, nice. Apollo gonna go down immediately after a Swords Dance there. Calros gonna be able to withstand the Night Slash, get the body press off. Even without the Eviolite, that thing survives a, Calros just must have terrible attack, I guess. But body press uses the defense stat, so that doesn't make any sense. Brienne should have died there. Jack Frost gonna come in and finish off Calros. Ibarola gonna come in and take a low kick, get the knockoff off, get rid of the choice band there, so lowering the power of this Weavile a little bit. Allows Ibarola to survive, and then the Gunk Shot going to finish off. Andros going to come in and lose its heavy-duty boots. I don't have any hazards up, so that didn't really matter. But Boot switching in then and going to throw up the Shadow Ball. I went Shadow Ball because, yeah, Scad's got a couple of water types on her team, too, so I wanted to make sure that in the event of a switch, I was going to do something worthwhile there. Mecha Reptar going to come in and set up a Dragon Dance, take an Earth Power, and die. Soka then comes in. Throws up the Stone Edge, not enough. The Leaf Storm going to come in and finish off Ahsoka, at which point then Boot's going to have to come back in and start Shadow Balling again, I assume. No, Eruption, just go for it. Alright, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to survive this. Might as well just Terra, yeah, alright. Bye, Boot. Oh, so yeah, this was not a... I think Flygon in the Discord a couple of days ago, when I said I was going to record this episode, was like, I can't wait to see my battle. And I was like, again, it'd been a couple of weeks since I've done some of these battles. I've been having some computer issues that I think have mostly resolved. And so I delayed recording this, but, I was like, I feel like in the back of my mind, I had some like built-in PTSD. I'm like, I have a feeling this was not a very good week for me. And so far, have I won one yet? I don't know if I have. We definitely win at least one. I do get a badge this week, spoiler alert, but oh man. Yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much, Gym Trainer Scad. I greatly appreciate it. Let's move on to the next battle then, shall we? I was like, wait, is this the last one before the Gym Trainer? No, we've got two more Gym Trainers and before the Gym Leader. So, let's move on out. Here we go. Alrighty, guys, and here we are up against Arctic Animal, and Mac leads off with Bubba, the Cloyster there. We lock Cloyster into spikes, which again, yeah, sure, just get him all kinds of hazards up. Ahsoka then gonna switch out in face of the Abomasnow. Abomasnow switching out in face of the Typhlosion, bring against the Titan, so Titan goes down. At which point then Cryonicle comes in, survives it. Nice, good work, Cryonicle. Boot survives the Ancient Power, and wow, does not. Was the first one a crit? Whoa, what happened there? Did he get the Omni boost from the Ancient Power? I don't know. It doesn't. No, he didn't. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, Chronicle then goes down to Apollo. Apollo did something, guys. I realized. Apparently, Flygon was fully aware of this the whole time. I realized that apparently Annihilate, Primape's evolution, is banned to Ubers. So I'm gonna be with a sub PU starter for the next like 12 weeks or something. Sorry, I'm drinking tea. Ahsoka takes a hit and pops the balloon, then goes down. Frostmoth comes in. Ibarola is gonna try Prodding Shot here. Mechraptor coming in. Gonna take that Terra Blast, survive it. But then die to the next one. I'm not sure what I was doing there. And then Ereborola manages to takes it down, get the knockoff on the Cloyster, and Gunk Shot, yeah, not going to be doing it. Chilling Water, lowering our attack there is not helpful. Not a very strong move, apparently, but doing good work in the balance. I guess it makes sense that it would be a little weaker with the stat lowering it's doing, but I've never used that one before, so I'll have to look into that. Anyway, and another just absolute floor wiping this week. Thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Trainer Mac. I greatly appreciate it. Oh man, this was a bad week. This was a bad week. Who knew the Ice-type gym was going to be the tough one? Alrighty, well, here we go. Let's jump into our final gym trainer of the week, and then we will move on to the gym leader. Here we go. Alrighty, guys, here we are up against the final gym trainer of the week. We have gym trainer Shunosaurus. Eberola comes in with a knockoff on the Hisuian Braviary and then goes down to a Psychic. Boot then comes in, Choice Scarfed, able to take down the Braviary. Wesley switches in, forcing out Boot. Apollo comes in, which is going to force out the Weavile. Frostlass not going to think much of that Drain Punch. Start setting up some spikes there. The Rage Fist is going to get cursed off by the Frostlass ability there, and going to have to switch off into Mecharaptor, who I think just immediately dies to two Shadow Balls there. Yep. Down goes Mechareptar. Boot then switches in and is going to go ahead and throw up the Eruption there, which takes down the Frostlass. That gets disabled, though, and since I'm Scarfed, I kind of have to switch out. So out comes Boot. Apollo switches in. We've got a belly drumming Titan here. Oh, goodness. Apollo stupidly starts setting up. I mean, we obviously clicked those at the same time or whatever. It would have been really nice if I could have gotten a move off on Titan prior to it terroring there. But Calros able to come in and Iron Head the fairy type, taking it down. Calros able to withstand the Night Slash from the Weavile there, take it down to its Sash. The Night Slash not going to be able to finish off Calros, however, but I decide, you know what? Let's go ahead and get some damage in on everybody else. Somebody else can deal with Weavile. Let's do a little chip damage on the Cloyster and the Abomasnow instead. So I threw up the rocks. Ahsoka comes in and cleans up. Douglas comes in and takes some damage there. Ahsoka misses one Stone Edge, hits another. Gonna withstand a Blizzard here and then hit one more Stone Edge, taking down the Abomasnow. At which point then Chowder comes in, gonna get hit by a Stone Edge, and the first Cloyster to start setting up some Shell Smashes here. So Shun looking to do some damage. I think Shun might have had a choice ability on or something, because Shun is either he says time to pull a classic in-game AI play, but I don't know if Shun was just throwing or if Shun was actually just accidentally locked into something. But yeah, just continuously shell smashing there and giving Ahsoka time to miss like 3 or 4 Stone Edges before finally hitting one and finishing off the Cloyster. So yeah, there we go. My first victory is a throw this week. That's exciting. That's not embarrassing at all. I guess it's impossible to be embarrassed in this series when like what last season's Ghost Elite Four exists or something. Yeah, so I have no shame anymore, so I'll take it. You know, whatever. A W is a W. All right, but thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Trainer Shun. I greatly appreciate it. Let's jump into the gym leader, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty, guys, and here we are up against Gym Leader Klungar. Calros comes in and sets up rocks right at the beginning, eating that earth power there and setting up the coil. Going to withstand that blizzard, but going to get frozen and not dethaw, spoiler alert. But thankfully, Klungar just takes it as an opportunity to take down Calros and doesn't start setting up or doing anything that's going to really be super detrimental for the remainder of the battle. Boot then switches in. I go for the Eruption here. Obviously, most of Klungar's team are Ice type. The Articuno, I think Galarian Articuno is a Psychic type, so it could have gone Shadow Ball, I guess. But, hey, we were able to take down the Articuno without it doing any damage, I don't think, so we'll take it. Ibarola is going to finish off the Abomasnow there, and then another Ground Terra. You guys and your Ground Terras this week. Really obnoxious. Apollo gets the taunt up, so not able to do any more setting up there. The Drain Punch, not going to really do anything, and Apollo is going to go down to a Stomping Tantrum. At which point then Ahsoka comes in with its balloon, going to be able to get the liquidation off on the new ground type. Close combat going to finish off Ahsoka though, so down Soaks goes. At which point then I think Boot comes in. Boot comes in, finishes off with the Shadow Ball there, and then the Weavile comes in, which is going to force out Boot. Boot comes out. Ibarola is going to go down to a Night Slash there, and then Mecha Reptar switches in, is going to take that Night Slash and throw up a Dragon Dance, at which point then we're going to be able to get a Rock Blast off and finish off the Weavile. Oh man, I always forget how cool Shiny Titan looks. I don't think it's a particular, it looks more like a Monster Hunter creation than it looks like a Pokemon, but either way, and then we're able to finish off Titan and the Cloyster. No shell smashing shenanigans from this Cloyster, and down it goes, and there we go. We win our Ice Badge. So a nice little bit of a. I think only Shun's even attempted to set up and do anything with his Cloyster, but yeah, a bit of satisfaction from taking down a Cloyster with a multi-hit move. Been done too dirty by too many Cloysters in this Gray version series. But yeah, so there we go. Badge number 5 has been obtained from the Ice Gym, and that means we are moving out of RU and into UU. So let's jump on over to the spreadsheet and see what our next role is going to be. Thanks again so much for all our gym trainers who participated this week, and especially gym leader Klungar. I greatly appreciate your participation as well. So let's jump on over to the spreadsheet and see what we've got. Here we go. Alrighty, guys, so here we are moving into the UU tier, so let's get that identified there. So UU, so we just did a badge. Yep, we did the Ice type badge there. So what we are going to do now is we need another encounter. So we've got Rival, Evil Team, or Titan. We've got, I think UU does have doubles available again, so I don't know if we'll do like a doubles Titan. I guess Titans are technically already double battles the way that we've done it. I think we need to clarify again. Ooh, I should have done that. If this gets rolled, we'll have a discussion in Discord. Because I think we made some changes to how we did Titans last time, and honestly, I don't remember exactly the details on what we did last time for Titans. I know it's like one level 100, and then one level like, so I don't know. We'll have a discussion about this in Discord, so for those of you guys who participate, you're all obviously in the Discord, we will clarify if this gets rolled. But yeah, so anyway, let's do that. We've got 1 through 3, and it is a Titan. Okay. All right, so we got a 3 there. So that's a Titan. I do know, so I think we'll just ignore this because Titans are always a double battle. So we can actually potentially use UU doubles, maybe. I don't know if it'll let you do a lower level. I don't know if we decided. We will have this discussion in Discord. As soon as I'm done recording this, we'll clarify it. Before you guys are even seeing this episode, it'll have been clarified. But I do know that we decided, one of the things we decided, because I know there was 2 things up for debate. There was, do we want to do a monotype Titan, or do we want to do a root type Titan? And then I think the other one had to do with like the level of the helper or something. I don't remember what we decided on the level, but I do know that we decided on doing a root type Titan so that you guys had a little bit more leeway on what you wanted to do. So we need to roll 1 through 12 then. And we get 12. So we have an urban Titan. That could be scary. Okay, well that's what the RNG gods have said, so there we go. We will be in an urban city center and attacked by a kaiju. So that seems like that's a recipe that'll just go great. So Alrighty, guys, there we go. We have an urban, I guess urban, we've got a U, or that'll be fun for title purposes. We've got an urban Titan in the UU tier, so I guess get your teams together, and we will clarify in the Discord what exactly this needs to look like. So we'll do that here in just a minute. You guys will already know the answer to this question by the time you're watching it, so I really don't need to spend this much time talking about it. Anyway, guys, I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Looking forward to battling you guys out there starting next week, and get your teams together. It should be quick and easy for everybody because you guys only need to do like 2 Pokemon, I think. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Have a good one.